Hey guys, Joe from CraftBeerTraders here, and we're taking a look at Oktober Design's SL1 homebrew can seamer. So back in 2014, Oktober Design had started their business, and their mission was to build a seamer for the homebrew division. That's when the MK series was born. It was pack loaded with features, well designed, however, it came with a pretty hefty price. It's about $1,600, and as a homebrewer, that's pretty much outside of our reach. They were great for the commercial division. You'll probably see a lot of them inside your local breweries, your local bottle shops, basically being used as a crowler filler or a small production line if you've got a small brewery. Now this is all in great, and they produced over 3,000 of these units and sold across the country. So what they do, they developed this guy. With all their lessons learned and what they found out with building commercial systems, they found out basically what you need and what you don't. So they were able to slim down the product, strip it to its bare minimums, and actually offer the homebrew solution that we've all been looking for, the SL1. So basically the SL1 is the little brother of the MK. So let's talk about the features of the SL1 compared to the MK. Well, the MK itself, it's got a lot on it. It's got a full rigid body, it's got a glass case that goes over the front, it's got two handles for the seaming process. So what did they do? They stripped it down. Basically made a nice solid single leg frame. It's got the same upper and lower chuck plus the same seamers as the MK, and it brought it down to a single handle operation. Less parts, less money. This guy comes in right around $875, about $900, and for us homebrewers, that's actually within reach. So thumbs up to you guys for getting this thing out here. So some of the features that I love about this one is right here, the single arm for the single seam. Now the other one, the MK, has two arms. You have to use two hands in order to operate it. This one, you only need one. And that's one of the biggest features that I love about this. So like I said earlier, the SL1 and the MK have a lot in common, and one of those features is the upper and lower chuck. They're both shared between the two systems. So this SL1 you can use on 8-ounce stubbies, the 12-ounce cans, 16-ounce cans, 19.2 stovetops, which is a pretty big gamut. The only ones you can't use on this is the 200 series cans, which is like the Red Bull small cylinder cans, but I'm not really planning on canning in that anyway. So let's talk about easy use on this guy. Probably one of the easiest seamers I've ever used, and like I said, one-hand operation. This is your seaming arm. It's got two positions. To the right, which is the first part of the seam, all the way to the left, which is the second part of the seam. Now I've got a can that I've already seamed up already. There's nothing in it, it's just an empty can. It was my demo unit. So let's just take a look really quick. Basically, you put it in on the lower chuck, raise it up to where it locks in on the top. You start the machine, go all the way over to position 1 for 1 second, position 2, 2 seconds, and you're done. That's literally it. What was that, 10 seconds, 15 seconds to seam a can? I mean, that's pretty awesome. And that's it. You can take a look at the seam itself. It's a really clean seam. So as you can see, the SL1 is a phenomenal unit to be using as a homebrew system. Like I said, basically everything that the MK offers, except just stripped down to the bare minimum of what you really need to get the job done. So Oktober is also a one-stop shop for really anything you need for canning itself. They sell cans and can ends. They've got a few different style tops. Me personally, I went with the 16-ounce cans for this round, mainly because I bottled up a few IPAs, and that's really the format that I'm into right this minute. So one of the boxes that I got came with 192 cans, paid $76 for it. And 192 cans, you can actually bottle 24 gallons with that full box. So at $76 for 24 gallons, you're at just over $3 a gallon, or sorry, $3 for 5 gallons for your canning, or for cans, which to me really isn't that bad. So I've got a barrel-aged stout that's ready to get canned. We're going to go ahead and set up the system, give you guys a show of how it actually works and what we're doing. We've got a Blickman beer gun that we're going to be using, and so let me go ahead and set this all up, and we'll show you guys how canning actually works. Alright, so we got our Blickman beer gun set up, and we'll go ahead and start filling up a couple cans to show you how this works. So we got our cans. These are already sanitized, just spray down with sanitizer. So we'll go in and purge. 2, 3, 4, 5. And we'll go ahead and start filling. put it inside here because we're going to want to fill the can, get it a little bit of an overflow. We overcarved this one, looks like, but I love the color. So I'll put this down. Alright, so now that we've got the can full, we take our top, put our top on the lid, on top of the foam, put that in, lock the jaw. Alright, so this is going to spray a little bit. This is why the MK is nice, because it's got that shield, but we'll go ahead and do it. And then it's just position 1 for 1 second, position 2, 1 second, and then off. And there you go. There is your seamed can. Like I said, it's pretty easy. So after we've run a few cans through this, we've noticed a few things that, you know, obviously we'd like, but it's the basic minimum, you know. That screen guard that's on the front is really nice. Obviously, you're going to get a little messy if you're canning and overflowing. That shield really kind of helps protect you from getting sprayed as well. But again, that's just a nice to have. The other thing I'd like to see is, I'd like to see some type of drip tray underneath this. We're using just an aluminum pan for it, but it does get a little bit messy. You do got to clean it up. So those are my two would be nice to haves. But again, it's designed to be the bare minimum to get to seam cans. So in real honesty, this thing works absolutely awesome. So all in all, this thing gets 2 thumbs up from me. Honestly, I don't even know what it would have been like brewing without it from now on, because I love canning beer, and this is perfect for me. But that's it for me. If you guys have any questions or comments, you know, put it on below. See you guys soon.